Quite a masterful pause, that one, wasn't it? Good evening, darlings, and a very warm welcome to Tuesday Night Live here at Windy Bottom, my humble little cottage perched up on top of the moors in the arse end of nowhere in the Peak District National Park. I am utterly overjoyed to be here with you again. I'm so looking forward to the next hour and your company, and I hope that you all are too. Yes, we are going to, as a community, wave away Tuesday and already welcome in Hump Day, the middle of the working week, as was, and half day closing in Gleneath. Gosh, doesn't it come round quickly? So, yeah. And what are we going to do during this time? Well, we can discuss anything your fancy takes. I'd love to hear about your day. We always need to know what you've been eating. Other than that, we have got the matching pair of his and hers highly powered hedgehogs of truth. We've got Sean's box that will no doubt be duly pounded in due course. We have got the community portable electronic telephonic device upon which you could and arguably should leave a voice note. And above all, we've got you, lovely people, and wine. And that is all a Boaty needs on a Tuesday night, really. And a little bit of curry for his supper. Right. I am going to have a goodly slurp of my wine, and then I'm going to dive headfirst into your comments, which are, I think you would agree, very much the meat and potatoes of this pepperoni pizza that we are all trying to get our feet unstuck from the cheese. Hey ho. Cheers, darlings. Your very good health. Bottoms up yours, and with love, get stuffed. Oh, that's very welcome. Now, the good news, darlings, and it is good news, Sainsbury's have reintroduced their 25% off 6 bottles or more offer today. So I had wine in stock for tonight, but this will be the last night of the cheap stuff for a little while because tomorrow, when I replenish my wine stock, I'll be getting the good stuff, darlings. Oh, yeah, because I'm worth it. Yeah, I'm not really, but I'm almost worth it when it's on offer. First cab off the rank tonight was Carol C, who has been absent for a while. Hello to Boaty and all the bugs. My time away from the community has been amazing and exhilarating, but I can't disclose where I've been or the money spent. It's a big secret. We'll get you drunk, you'll tell us. Stratospherian joins us. Good evening, Boaty and Bugs. Good evening to you. Jimmy Quinn, good evening, Boaty and all. Very busy tonight. Catch you all later. Bye bye. Bye bye, Jimmy. Thanks for popping by. Good evening, Boaty and everyone, says the lovely Richard Paulie Galtieri. Greetings, honourable community, says the honourable Peter P. Shelley Denise is with us. Good evening, you guys. Andrew Buttigieg, Ivor Spotty Butty, of course. Lovely chap. Greets everybody by name. Mystic Hair is here. Good evening, team. Bad Books, the lovely Mark. Poppy's Travels. Oh, that's nice. We haven't seen you for a few nights, have we? And who else have we got? Oh, lots and lots of hellos. Hope everyone is okay and had a good day, says Carol C. Have the builders ever returned? Well, Carol, if you'd have asked me that last night, I would have said no. But tonight, I have to say yes. They popped in today to sort the skip out, except that they didn't do it. And they have promised to return a week on Thursday to recommence ruining upstairs. So that'll be something to look forward to. And I wasn't there when they came, which is probably a good job. But they rang in the evening to see if the skips had been collected, which they hadn't. And he said, and I answered the phone. And he said, "Good evening, brothers. It's good evening, brother. It's the contractor that's doing the work upstairs." And I couldn't help myself. I said, "Fucking hell! I thought you were dead." And he got angry. He got angry. He did. Wasn't happy at all. So there you go. That is the update on the builders. Who cares? What difference does it make whether they come back or not? You know, if they a voice note, marvelous. I mean, if they come back, then they won't do anything, or what they do won't be worthwhile. And if they don't come back, well, it's the same result, really, isn't it? Either way, the status quo will remain. I confidently predict that upstairs will remain completely unusable until such time as the building is sold. Right then, let's have a look at this voice note, Chalice, because it could be something wonderful. I have no doubt it will be, because the next voice that you hear will be from the Leisure Peninsula. Oh.
How's your day been, sir? I've got another splendid video, watching the one from the your day out.
Oh, thank you.
Going to the casino and that, sir. Take you must have won in the casino, sir, to be on the wine, on the good stuff. Anyway, thank you very much for doing his live once again, sir.
Not at all, not at all.
You are an old bastard.
I am.
Wanker.
Yes.
But I've got to say, and I also did like the funny bits of music in it, sir.
Oh, good. They're marvellous.
Anyway, thank you very much once again, sir. I forgot to say what I had for my dinner. Today in the restaurants, I had a cheese and ham toasty with nice chunky chips. Evening meal was Cumberland sausage.
With chips?
With chips.
Chips, yes.
Beans. Posh cake. Posh coffee. Biscuits.
Biscuits, yeah.
Followed by chilling out with a glass of Coke this evening, sir, with 2 Mars bars, sir.
2 Mars bars.
Thank you very much. And I'd like to wish the community well as well. And can everybody please twat the like button for this old bastard? Thank you very, very much. This poor man's going to be getting his bus pass soon.
It's true. It's true. Well, that's a good day, isn't it? Chips for lunch, chips for dinner, and 2 Mars bars in the evening. Now, it looks like somebody has done a nice thing, and they have, and it's Stratospherian, who has gifted a membership very kindly. Thank you very much indeed. And the fortunate recipient of said gift is Benny. So, brilliant. Welcome to channel membership, Benny. And Strat, thank you so much. You all know how much I deeply appreciate the gifted memberships. They're my favorite thing. Now, where did I get to? Carl Burton joins us. Jolly good evening to you. Boaty asked Richard, was the bottom you saw in Matlock and Sainsbury's really that palatial? It was a great bum. It was a great bum. I actually wanted to, I didn't, because, you'd be seen as a pervert. But she was wearing those legging things that ladies wear these days. And, when they've got a big old fat ass that when the last time you saw one like it, it was winning the Grand National, then I always want to stop them and say, look, honestly, don't wear those legging things. No offense, but you haven't got the arse for it. But of course you can't do it in these enlightened times. And equally, now with this lady, with her absolutely, it was a top of the range arse. It was marvelous. I wanted to thank her, not in a weird way. I just wanted to say, you've got an amazing bottom. Thank you for wearing something that shows it off to its best potential. Especially because, she was walking. And if you were behind her, and I made sure that I was, then the undulations were, it was marvelous. Honestly, it was absolutely, the joy of being reunited with that bottom in Matlock Sainsbury's. And if you're watching this, nice lady, thank you. Thank you for sharing your arse with the rest of the world by wearing those figure hugging, virtually see through um, things, whatever they are. It was Richard. It was a belter. Oh God. Oh, I do like a nice bum, darlings. It can't be denied. I've tickled the like button. Have you? Asks Carol C. Poppy's Travel says, I loved today's video. The music was fab. Thank you, and yeah, everybody loves the music. Even Mustard messaged me after the live last night to say, I was just winding you up on the live stream. The music is fantastic. Don't stop doing it, which which I thought was kind of him. Uh, Poppy says, no, sorry, Boaty. I have to rise early for work, but we broke up today. Yippee dee. Boaty, says Steve Culg. I know you're fussy. Is it okay to have fish fingers with beans, high or? Well, I don't eat fish fingers, so I've got no inside knowledge, but I wouldn't have a problem serving fish fingers with beans. In fact, I've done it. Um, I will have fed one of the children fish fingers with beans at some point. I'm absolutely certain of it. So, unless somebody tells me otherwise, I would see no problem with fish fingers and beans. Then we got to the very kindly gifted membership. G'day, Boaty and all. Says Dinosaur Dad. Back to the old name if you don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind in the least. I like Dinosaur Dad. Hello, Russ. Oh, I'm late, says to you. No notification. Oh, dear. I've been watching When the Book Comes In on Channel 71, says Poppy's Travels. Channel 71? Bloody hell. When I was a kid, there were three. I remember the excitement when Channel 4 opened and Countdown was the first program. Who shall have a fishy on a little dishy? Who shall have a fishy when the boat comes in? Sing for your daddy, my little laddie. Sing for your daddy when the boat comes in. In it. Stu is passing on the individual highs and just says a collective hi to all bogs. Does Mr. Parry run a restaurant? Asked Shelley. Not to the best of my knowledge. No. Mr. Parry needs to watch his cholesterol. 2 Mars bars. Right, here we go, darlings. Brace yourselves. The next voice that you hear will be a sexy one from across the herring pond.
Boaty, I was informed last night that you're actually not a gay man. I find that to be complete bullshit. You are one of the gayest people I've ever seen. Get out there, suck on those cocks, cut, uncut, whatever you want to do, spit on it a little bit, swirl around, have a good time, all right? It's okay. There's no judgment here. Have a great show.
Thank you so much.
And the matron has some great tits.
I am a little bit curious as to why, in all of these scenarios of yours, I have to be the Martha rather than the Arthur. Why couldn't I be the recipient rather than the? Is it because I'm so incredibly gay that I'm not straight enough to even be the recipient in when it comes to gay oral pottering? God. Yes, I noticed that walking around Cheltenham today, says Mystic Hair. Spray on leggings aplenty. Undulations, says there were undulations. Boaty could make a coffee table book on nice arses. I've got a coffee table book with, shall I show it to you? Or is it too, go on, I'll show it to you. I think it's a lovely thing. Yeah. Right, sorry to abandon you. This is my coffee table book, darlings. And it was a Christmas present from Boo one year. Our story so far with her. This is a book she had done, which was rather lovely. And yeah, it used to sit on the coffee table. It was basically the story of us. So we met in my singles thing, and those were the very first comments where that she made and I made in reply. That was our first conversation. Then that was our first date. Well, it wasn't actually a date, but it was the first time that we met eye to eye. Oh, and then that was our first proper date, and then that was date number 2, and so on and so on it goes. It's rather lovely. I treasure this. Oh yeah, the first road trip. Ah, I should read this again. Ah, then the day we became Facebook official, the first meal she ever cooked for me. A lot of thought went into this. Ah. 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 And then her 40th birthday and the day I proposed. Food. We both had a thing for food. Oh, and then the last few bits are a bit too personal. I can't show you those, but there you go. That was my little coffee table book. Lovely. Coffee table needs a book, doesn't it? I'm going to read that properly after the live stream. I haven't looked at that for a while. Mike Potter 37, who is very much our favourite Mike Potter. We've got no time for 1 to 36, and we've got very little time for 38 onwards. It's Mike Potter 37 is the only Mike Potter for us, and I think I'm unanimous in that. Anyway, he says, hi all. Undulations is my new word, says Carlbert, and it's a lovely word. Write it down if you like. The arse that warmed an old reverend's cockles, says Peter P. It was a really good bum. Fair play to it. Even us women like a nice man bum, says Poppy. Good, because I've got a rather fabulous bum, so I do hope that it's appreciated by the ladies. Was there a noticeable VPL on the lady with the leggings? No, there wasn't. So I'm presuming thong or commando, probably thong. I like a fish finger sarnie, says Mystic Air, with tartar sauce, obviously. We've obviously moved off arses at this point. It is. Steve Hogg says, yes, it's fine. You've got to have baked beans with fish fingers. I like camping videos on YouTube until they go for a hike, says Steve Hogg. Those leggings and the tiny shorts made from the same material is one of life's simple pleasures. The excitement over Channel 4 didn't last long, I'd guess, says Carl Burton. You are wrong. The excitement over Channel 4 lingered because back in my day, Channel 4 brought things into my life that that hadn't been there previously. So, for example, through Channel 4, I discovered kabaddi. Never heard of it before, knew nothing about it. But Channel 4 televised it. Absolutely great sport. And sumo. I got obsessed by sumo. That was thanks to Channel 4. But the biggest thing that Channel 4 did for me in the 80s was Channel 4 televised a lot more cycle racing. So thanks to Channel 4, I got to watch the Tour de France properly, as well as many other races. And then I'm pretty certain that the first time I ever appeared on a television screen was on Channel 4 in a cycle race where I was competing, So, yeah, the excitement with Channel 4 carried on. And then, of course, Channel 4 brought you other things like Father Ted and Absolutely and all of the other wonderful things. Oh, I used to be very excited about Channel 4. We love Richard Whiteley. Oh, bless him. He's gone now, of course. Twice nightly Whiteley, who became once yearly nearly. Oh, thanks for the song, Boaty. When the boat comes in, says Poppy's Travels. Mustard's here. Hey, pineapples. Hello to you, my lovely mustard. Matron's been telling porkies again, says Peter P. He's selling it more than I'd have thought, says Carl Burton. Ah, Ben is here. You're a bottom, Boaty's world. That's why. God damn it. Now, I know what that means. I've learnt this. I've learnt, thanks to a certain friend of mine, I've learned I didn't want to learn. So I know what top and bottom means in the gay and trans community. I thought you were a giver, not a taker, Boaty. Well, absolutely, but not according to Ben. I'm not stopping, says Mustard. I'm editing the Allegra Man documentary. God, there's a documentary now. Isn't it better to give than to receive, says Ross? Well, depends on your point of view. Matron's chest dart is working, I see. Good evening, Matron. Matron joined us. I can't read that out. It's true enough, says Mystic Hair. The female buttock is a beautiful thing. Well, it can be. It can be. I mean, it can not be. Let's be honest. I mean, I suppose in a sense, all people are beautiful, but in another sense, they're not. Andrew Buttigieg says, "The Lord giveth," and the Boaty says, "Yes, please." I wasn't. I was getting the. I was getting the book. Andrew's had bugger all sleep in the last couple of days. Oh, poor chap, he's had an absence. A book of brilliant things. No, Mystic Hair, there was no mention of that. Although I can remember when it, oh God almighty. That was, that was about 10 hours, the first exchange of fluids, that was 10 hours of my life that I'll never get back. Yeah, went on a while. God. Dear, oh dear. Oh, Tonic 110 is with us. Sorry to have been away so long. How are you? How are things? Oh, nice to see you. Do let us know. Oh, everybody's asking. Channel 4 gave us Eurotrash. Oh dear. Oh yeah, that is not so good. Yeah, love to you both. Absolutely. I echo Matron. The New Statesman, I suppose, says Carl Burton. Oh God, yeah. Steakog says, I was watching one of your old YouTube streams. You've changed for the better. Well, that's intrigued me. In what way have I changed and how is it for the better? Genuine question, because I would love to know. And does anybody else agree? Everybody sending love to Tonic and Mrs. Tonic. Woodstock, I'm not going to answer you because I don't want the stream to get demonetized. Now, the subject that you keep bringing up is a massive no-no for YouTube. They don't like it being discussed. They don't like it being mentioned. They certainly don't like seeing it. And Matron or any of the others will tell you it causes trouble. So I'm not ignoring you out of bad manners. I don't want to discuss it because it will just it'll just lead to trouble for the channel. It's a massive no-no on YouTube. Happy to discuss it in the Facebook group. Oh, we've got a Facebook group, Did you know? If you didn't know we've got a Facebook group, you should be a member of it. Search for Boaty's World on Facebook and you will find a group, join it, and a page. Please like and follow it because I've been just about to hit 3,000 followers for ages now and nobody knew has liked it. I think I need 22 more people or something and that's all. And I hit 3,000. So do check us out on Facebook. Finally, we get some food news. Breakfast, says Mark, was a banana. Dinner was quickie quiche. Tea, cod and blue cheese melt fish cakes, French beans, mini sweet corn, and tender stem broccoli. The mic was better in the old days, says Steakog. In the old days, I didn't use a mic. I never used to use a mic. I used to project, darlings. Stu had tuna crunch barm cakes, and for snacks, 2 poached eggs with bacon butties. Jonathan Fletcher joins us and says good evening. And we have got another voice note, darlings.
When is Captain Mustard going to be doing more videos with Steve Perry in the 90s?
I've got absolutely no idea. You'd have to ask Captain Mustard or Steve Perry. I don't know. They're nothing to do with me. Then there are more. Oh, good for you, Poppy's Travels, trying to learn Welsh. Well, you are learning Welsh, and very, very difficult language to learn as an adult. So good luck with that, but good on you for trying it. Good on you for trying it. Where have you been today? I've been nowhere today. I don't think. No, I haven't. I've given over the whole day to organising things for next week. So that means booking things, ordering things, trying to sort out things in my mind, trying to make things. Yeah, it's been one of those kind of days. And I edited the video and I made lunch and did a bit of laundry. But yeah, I've had a do nothing day really. I only left the cottage to put some stuff in the bin before going to work. Other than that, didn't set foot outside. Tomorrow I will set foot outside, and I wish I didn't have to. Yeah, got to go, and I've got to go and put my big boy pants on tomorrow, darlings, unfortunately. But hey ho. Hey ho. Breakfast, says Ross, was peanut butter on toast. Lunch was a cheeky Burger King. Small fried chicken burger. And then dinner was roast salmon, potatoes, veg, and hollandaise. Oh, hello, what's this? A mystery caller. Why is the phone not ringing? Good evening, mystery caller.
Good evening, Boaty, sir. It's the tonic.
Oh, hello, mate. Oh,
But
how are you holding up?
I'm doing all right. It's a case of having to do all right, isn't it? I
Yeah.
just wanted to make a call and say thank you to all the channel members, chat members for the hugs and, all the rest of it.
Oh, yeah. We have been thinking about you.
Yeah, I just popped in to let you know I'm still alive and kicking.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Are you doing okay? Family?
Yeah, I'm all over the place, obviously.
Yeah.
Watching your partner of 41 years disappearing slowly. It's not nice.
That's the understatement of the century. Do you know what? It's impossible to deal with. It's impossible to deal with you. What can you do but fall apart and just try not to completely fall apart, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know, it's terrible. Thank you, Paulie, for thinking of me and everything, all hearts and loves and things like that. It's just a hard time to go through, and I've got to grow up, get my big boy pants on.
Yeah. Well, sometimes life gives us no choice, does it? And and people will say, I don't know how you do it, and you don't have a choice, do you? You just have to. You have to deal with what life throws at you, and sometimes life is unfair and unkind and cruel. And what can you do? What can you do?
Nobody said life was fair, did they?
No, they really didn't. They really didn't. There's yeah, you need to read the fine print, don't you?
Yeah, you certainly do. Right, I'm going to let you get back to your stream. And,
okay, mate. I really appreciate you popping in, and I really appreciate the call. And we all send you love and strength, and all love to, of course, your good lady and your family as well.
Yeah, well, thank you for all the support and hugs and loves and things like that.
You know where we are. You know where we are when you need
I
us.
certainly do. I'm going to end the call now, Boaty. Okay, mate.
Okay, mate. You take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bless him. It is just... Why is my ringer turned off yet again? It's always off. Such a difficult situation, and we have all faced, or we are facing, or we will face situations that really are just impossible to deal with. God knows I have, and I know that you all will have as well. And what can you do? What can you do? It's like a crash, isn't it? It's like a car crash or an aeroplane crash, and there's no good or positive outcome, but you have to just try and make it not catastrophic, you know? So I guess I've never really thought about this before, but as an analogy, if you're in an airplane and you lose all your engines or something or whatever, then you know you're going to have a crash. You know that there's no good outcome, but you try and make it as less bad as possible so that, you know, there's a new world in the morning, don't you? So you try and make it a controlled crash and limit the damage. And I think sometimes you face things in life that you can't rationalize, and you can't, like, I mean, I suppose a classic one would be the loss of a parent, or even loss of a pet. That's the one that gets me. And they're just they're just things that create a pain that is unbearable. And I can't speak for anybody else, it's not my place, but I can speak for myself. And every time that you go through something like that in life, a part of you becomes a little more broken. Does that make any sense? And it never gets repaired. A part of you just gets broken and it never gets repaired. And if you're gifted life and you live through to my age and beyond, then you live with a myriad of broken bits of you and heartaches and losses and memories and stuff. And they just kind of become part of the person that you are. I mean, at the times they feel unendurable, but you know, as a human being, you endure until you don't, basically, and somehow you deal with what you can't really deal with because it's just, I mean, even if you could deal with it on a logical basis, then you can never deal with any form of loss on an emotional basis. And trust me, um, the kind of heartbreak that comes from loss, that doesn't necessarily have to mean passing away. You know, as somebody who spent all of their adult life dealing with dementia and issues around that, that's very much loss, even though the person is still there. And there's just so much in life that is so difficult. And what can you do? what can you do? You endure, you plod, you allow the pain to become part of you. It becomes part of your DNA. You absorb it, and you. I think you change as a person. And I'm speaking for myself, but I'm sure it must be true for everybody that I'm now a person that if you cut me open like looking at the rings of a tree when you saw the trunk, you would see that part of my makeup now is grief over loss. Loss of um, loss of family, loss of friends, and that's talking about loss as in shuffling off this mortal coil, but also loss of relationships, be they romantic or relationships, be they with stepchildren or whatnot, and they just begin to form part of you because it's the only way to go on. There's one thing that I love about Yorkshire, and there's a lot that I love about Yorkshire, is I love the down to earth way that they express some things. And probably my favorite Yorkshire phrase is going on. And it can be used in so many ways, and I love it. Um, that can be a very dodgy way of going on. um, yeah, yeah, I just went off on one there, but yeah, it's a way of going on, isn't it? And I think that as you go through life, inevitably there are things that you have to deal with, and life becomes finding a way of going on. And I personally think that the way to go on is, as I say, to absorb all of these experiences and allow them to become part of you and accept that they are part of you, um, and carry them, but not always at the forefront of your mind. So you kind of accept that they're there, but you try and keep the here and now at the forefront of your mind. Maybe I'm talking absolute nonsense. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. I don't know, but it's an interesting thing. Or maybe it isn't. You don't look as stiff as you used to, say Steve Cold. Okay. Interesting. Maybe. I mean, God, how long have I been doing this now? And bear in mind that our relationship has changed. In the very early days, um, I was talking to people that I didn't know. Now I'm talking to my closest friends. So it would be a bit weird if I wasn't relaxed with you. And look at everything that we've all been through together. I mean, quite a few of you I've now met in real life. You've seen me in bed, you've seen me naked, you've seen me drunk. Yes, you've probably seen a damn sight more than you ever want to see. And we've shared a lot of heart to heart. So um, I think it would be weird if, as a community, we weren't closer now than we used to be. Now, I know there are always new people coming along, but the dynamic is probably always going to be driven the um, by the majority core, and so many of you now. We, I mean, we're really old mates now, aren't we? We know each other inside out. I don't think we've got any awkwardness, or God knows there's not much hidden. Hearts on sleeves on here, says Steve. More arse talk. YouTube likes that, says Peter P. Oh, right, okay. Well, have you asked us, Steve? I had chicken fricassee for dinner this evening, says Richard. Wow. I thought I was an arse man, says Mr. Care. Turns out I'm an arse man and a boobs man. Who knew? Good shout, says Carl Burton. Big in the 90s is ace. What was for lunch, Boaty? Asked Matron. Oh, well, I didn't have anything in for lunch. So I had to, dear me, it was a real make do and mend because I didn't want to go out. So I ended up having some kebab meat in a pita bread with onion, tomato, and guindia chili peppers. So yeah, that was lunch. Just joined the Facebook group, says Jonathan Fletcher. Oh, I will need to approve you. Let's do that now. Oh, yep, here we are. You have indeed asked to join. Have you ever met anybody for the very first time? Yes, good answer. Do you know anyone with an allotment? Yes, again, an acceptable answer. What sauce do you prefer on your bacon sandwich? These are the questions you're asked when you apply to join the Facebook group. I asked, what sauce do you prefer on your bacon sandwich? You answered HP. Top answer. Well done. You're in. I'm ticking approve. Welcome to the Facebook group. Do nothing days are the best, says Poppy's Travels. Plus, says Steakles, I've noticed you're wearing more clothes during a stream, getting tight with the gas. No, it's bloods tomorrow, Poppy. It's bloods. The secondary confirmatory blood test thing. Oh, I haven't booked the hospital. Shit, I was supposed to do that. Must do that tomorrow. Then there's lots of love heading towards tonic. Yeah, absolutely. Boaty, I agree with your sentiment, says Richard. Oh dear, dear, dear. Oh, Andrew, God, yeah. These are the things that I'm talking about. How do you deal with that? You can't deal with that. You can't deal with that. The only way to deal with that sort of thing, I think, is to accept that you can't deal with it and somehow tell yourself that it's okay that you can't deal with it. And yeah, you're going to fall apart. But while you're doing all of that, you've got to plod. You've always got to plod. That was my mother's thing. I remember when Dad had a scare. Now, my father was an alcoholic, of course, and he had a scare with his liver, and he got terrified about it, and asked Mum, "What am I going to do if it's this that?" And Mum said, "You just get on with it until you can't get on with it anymore." That was Mum's attitude. You get on with it, and you know there'll come a time where that is no longer an option, which is exactly what she did. Mum got on with it until she was 76 years old. Should never have lived that long, not with what she had going on. And I've told you before, she got her wish. She never retired. She never officially stopped work. 76, she was still managing that nursing home. And as I've told you all before, I sent her off in full uniform Bless her. I do miss her. You're at your best when you go off on one, says Carl. Oh, that's kind. Oh, Andrew, I'm sorry. Speaking of sideways, says Peter P, hope Diane is feeling better. Yes, well said, because yes, of course. Yeah, Diane was very upset last night, wasn't she? Thanks to the, problems with exes, hey? God, there's a subject that you could crack on about. I've not seen you naked, thankfully, says Carl Burton. Good. I'm in, says Jonathan Fletcher. You are indeed. You are indeed. Is the audio breaking up? Asks Jonathan Fletcher. I don't know. Hopefully not. But I've actually caught up with the comments, darlings. So is anybody getting bad audio? Because we've still got a little while to go until everything okay. I couldn't plod, still messed up, says Peter P. Oh, bless you all. The audio is out of sync. Boaty, get your todger out. I just went out and came back in again. It's okay now, said Jonathan Fletcher. Right, I'm going to tell you about something that happened tonight, darlings, because I'm quite proud of this. It's an example of when something I put into practice that everybody thought I was a bit daft ended up impressing a customer. So I'll tell you what happened, and then I am going to start off at midnight, darlings. Don't worry, I'm not going to keep you too long tonight. So you've only got 7 minutes to bear with me. So tonight we had zero bookings, and yet we had a busy night in the restaurant, but all walk-ins, all unbooked. And we had a relatively large party of chaps, 10 people. I didn't get who they were or why they were meeting up or whatever, but you could tell it was they were people who meet up periodically for whatever, and on this occasion they chose to meet up with us, which was lovely, and they were lovely, good customers, nice people, all good. So, but because we weren't expecting to be busy, then we were short on staff. There was only Amrit front of house and me for what little I'm worth. So we're buzzing around trying to make sure that everybody is very well and professionally served. And one of the customers needed a spoon. And stopped me and said, "Excuse me, but could I have a?" I think they'd used their spoon on their starter. Bizarrely, they had a sequa or a choiler or something, and they used their spoon on their starter, and they wanted a spoon for their main, for their curry. I said, "Not a problem at all, sir," and fished it out of my waistcoat pocket. And he said, "You carry a spoon in your waistcoat pocket?" I said, "I do." I said, "I always carry a spoon because I spent 9 months trying to increase efficiency in the restaurant, and I made records of everything, and I came up with certain conclusions. And the one thing that I found is that by an overwhelming majority, when a customer needed an additional piece of cutlery, overwhelmingly, it was a spoon rather than a knife or a fork that they needed. So I thought if I carried a spoon in my waistcoat pocket, then that would save time, because the likelihood is that if I'm asked for cutlery, it's going to be a spoon that I'm asked for. And so I don't have to go and get one. I've got it, like has just happened now. I've got it here to give to you. And the customer was impressed. And he said, okay, that's interesting. What else did you come up with that changed things? And I said, well, the biggest thing that I came up with was I realized that because I said, as you can see, we're all men here, and it's the same in the kitchen. We're all men. We get at the weekend, we get the odd lady member of staff, but we're all men. And I said, obviously, in a fine dining restaurant, hygiene is a pivotal thing, a really pivotal thing. Uh, but the kitchen is a very hot environment. We're in and out of the kitchen. The kitchen staff are in the kitchen. So we have to stay hydrated. So we have to drink fluids during a busy service. And, what goes in must come out. Um, and I noticed that a hell of a lot of time was lost with lavatory visits. And and how long did it take to explain this to the customer? Yeah, quite a while. Um, so a lot of time was lost with lavatory visits, and I thought, well, I need to refine that a bit. Now, I can't stop people drinking because we need to hydrate. I can't stop people going to the lavatory because what comes in must come out. But a lot of time was spent. A lot of time was spent washing your hands. Oh, you know what's coming, don't you? I'm going to carry on anyway, even though you know what's coming. A lot of time was spent washing. I'll cut it a bit short. A lot of time was spent washing your hands after doing the urination. So I instructed all the staff at the beginning of the shift to tie a piece of string to their old chap, so that when you go to the loo, you can pull it out with the piece of string, relieve yourself. No need to wash your hands as they have not been involved. And the customer said, oh, that's clever, but hang on. You pull it out using a piece of string, but how do you get it back? I said, I used the spoon. Yeah, yeah. All right. I know it's an old one, but sorry, I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. Right, sorry about that, darlings. But on that note, it is time to go. So say your good nights. You need a ladle to put it back in. I'm sorry about that. That was unforgivable, wasn't it? Well, at least the spoon was warm, says Andrew. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, say your good nights, darlings. It is time to bugger off. I've enjoyed tonight. It's been kind of a bit bittersweet, and it because, but I love the fact that we're here every night. I love the fact that people can not be with us for a while for whatever reasons, and they can just slip back in, and they're welcomed with warmth and love and empathy. And you lot are just seriously, you lot are amazing, absolutely amazing. So a massive big up to you all for being the amazing people that you are. And as a community, we send love and strength to whoever needs it. So Andrew's been having a tough time, bless him. Um, Tonic, obviously. Um, Diana, our headmistress, was under the cosh, wasn't she, last night? And oddly enough, I'm going to give a shout to Barry Scrotter, who we've only seen once since that night in Llandudno when he managed to lose a cheeseburger again, who had come back and just got very unjustly. But I'm going to shout out to Barry Scrotter because he's obviously dealing with stuff, and just to shout out and love and strength to anybody who needs it for any reason, basically, because you never know. You never know what people are having to deal with, do you? Some people are open. Some people like to keep things to themselves and deal with them internally. So, but what can you do if just remember that you're doing something amazing just by being here. Not every night, every single night. Okay, thanks to me, there's been the odd one that we've missed, but pretty much every night there is an hour of the day, and that's 1/24th of the day. That's a chunk where there is somewhere for people to be and receive a kind word, a thought, support, empathy, understanding, humor, company. God knows that's an amazing thing. I appreciate it like mad. And yeah, so seriously, God bless you all for giving your time and for just being pretty bloody amazing. So on that note, thank you for your company as always. Let me wish you a safe and peaceful night. Don't worry, you get a day off tomorrow. I didn't film a video, so you don't have to listen. You don't have to suffer tomorrow. Well, you don't have to suffer until tomorrow night's live stream anyway. They things are going to change after next week. You'll see what I mean. But this week I'm having to do a lot of sorting, planning. It wouldn't be a big deal normally, but obviously I work, so I'm having to do it around work and do it around other things and appointments and this, that, and the other. So, but yeah, anyway, have a safe and peaceful night. And let me wish you all, hopefully, a good day tomorrow with joy to be taken. Or if it's not going to be a good day, then can I wish you all the strength to deal with a day that is suboptimal in some way. Yeah. Now then, the candle will be relit tomorrow night. Same time, same place, 11 o'clock here, Windy Bum. What day is it tomorrow? Wednesday. Wednesday night live. Please, please, please join me if you can. I would love your company. Thank you again it was Strat, wasn't it, for the gifted channel membership tonight. I'm so grateful. And yeah, much love from me. Can't wait to see you next time. So until then, pachoo. And indeed, oh yes, bosh.